Welcome to season 2 of Telling Our Stories, but this season is a little different. We're coming to you all the way from Paris, France. I decided to move to Paris briefly to learn the language. Now, while my plan was to immerse myself in French culture to learn the language, God had a bigger, brighter plan for this trip. This time around, I sit down with Black queer men and women across several sexual identities. Now make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss an episode. This is Telling Our Stories, the Paris edition. Before we get started, I want to kind of let everybody say their name and how you identify. So you want to start, Vinny?
No, we can do like this.
Oh, okay.
Let's start with my son.
So my name is Louis,
Okay.
and I'm a trans man.
Okay.
I've been transitioning since I was 18 when
Okay.
I started.
Now, how old are you now?
Now I'm
20.
24.
Okay.
It hurts.
It hurts to be 24?
Yeah, because
Now, that's
Yeah.
definitely a conversation about aging in the queer community.
yeah, it hurts.
Really?
Yes, because soon I'm gonna be like
So
25. So
Well, no, you know you can always leave the earth, right? So it's either getting older or leave the earth.
yeah.
Okay, so are you originally from Paris?
yeah,
Or from France?
Yeah, from France, like maybe 3 hours away from Paris.
Okay. Where are you
But-
from?
Metz, it's called.
Okay.
So yeah, but I've
I'm
been in
Metz.
Paris since now 4 years,
Okay.
and I'm in the ballroom scene. Since 4 years.
Okay, so you've been in the ballroom scene for 4 years as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Okay. And which house are you part of?
Revlon in the Major House and Mulan in Kiki House.
Okay. All right, and of course, I'm Craig. I identify as a gay man. I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland, which is close to Washington, D.C. And yeah.
My name is Nikki. What should I start? I'm a trans woman. I've been transitioning for almost like 7 years now.
Okay.
I'm a late bloomer,
Okay.
I'm gonna say. I'm also part of the ballroom scene. I'm part of the House of Gorgeous Gucci.
Okay.
And it's about, I'm not gonna reveal my age though.
Okay.
Never tell.
Okay, but can I ask you this? You said you're a late bloomer. Why do you think that you started transitioning later?
Because I think for me, due to my cultural background, it wasn't an option.
Okay.
It wasn't even an idea to do so and to even comprehend that the reason why I was so into my shell and shy and not at ease with myself was because of my gender identity.
Okay. Are you originally from France?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Born in Switzerland, raised in France.
Okay.
But I also lived a long time in America.
I remember you told me that you lived in New York.
Yes.
Okay. You lived there, what did you tell me, 13 years maybe?
Yeah. In
Okay.
New York City.
Is that
So
what you
I
really...
do feel as though that the New York bitch is in me. I can't get her out. But the Parisian bitch also is in me. So sometimes it's conflictual.
Right.
Because, the New York bitch is like, wow, do it. And then the Parisian is like, no, girl, don't do that.
So wait, what years did you live in New York?
So I left France in 96.
Okay.
And from 98 all the way up to 09, I was over there.
And New York, okay.
Yeah.
And are your parents from France?
Of course, my mother is from France, my father is from France, French citizen with an African background.
What's the country in Africa?
So it's a country that you might don't know.
Okay.
It's called Benin.
I've heard of it.
You do?
Now some of them may not know, but I
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And my mother was from the West Indies. She was an Asian woman.
okay, Haitian. Okay,
Yes.
I have a few Haitian friends in the States.
Okay.
Okay, so I know your family is Congolese, but go ahead, Benny.
Yeah. So my name is Vinny. I'm the king of Paris.
You know he had the nerve to tell me that
Are
when
you
we first met.
transitioning?
Well, actually, I did transition.
Okay.
I was the king of Paris, but now I'm the king of France. So
That's your transition.
That's my transition. So yeah. Period. So, but I'm from Paris, born in Paris. Then I grew up in Belgium. Then I went back to Paris. Then I went to America because my grandma lived there. So I wanted to try. I went to Florida. So that ratchetness in me
That ratchetness.
is from Florida.
Okay.
You know.
Now, how long did you live in Florida?
Like rough 2 years and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going back and forth because of work, but yeah.
It is straight job.
Huh?
Are you straight?
Oh no, I'm not straight. I'm a bush queen. I'm a bush queen. I'm 5 bush queen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you know that you were gay?
Ooh.
Gag.
So, okay, I remember vividly. I always knew I was different, but I didn't know like how and why. But one day, I remember I was young and I had like, I don't know if it's called a crush, but I was intrigued by this little guy. It was white guy gag.
Gag.
And I remember like one day it was taller than me. Now it's easy to be taller than me. So I looked at him and I was so intrigued that day. And since that day, I knew that I had feelings for guys.
Just
So-
not white guys.
Huh?
Just not white guys.
Well, no.
'Cause
Well,
you- 'cause, like-
no. So okay. Because back in the days, obviously, you know, black people was not very visible.
Yeah.
As far as like
It's
TV
being out.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Not just being out, just being out there.
Okay.
So obviously the beauty standard was not black.
Right.
You know, so obviously they made you feel like the lighter you are, the beautiful you are, and white is the the thing.
Is the standard.
So obviously I was attracted to this white boy because obviously that was what I was watching on TV or whatever the case may be. So, but that day I knew I was young. I was like probably like I don't know maybe 9 or something. Yeah.
Over.
No, bitch. No, bitch. Yeah, no, I knew. So it's 2 things that I knew.
Yeah.
I knew I was different, and I knew I was a star. But yeah, that I knew from
Congolese.
the get goes.
This that Congolese.
Yeah, that I knew from the get go. But I didn't know how to, push my stardom, to the front line. I was just weird.
Well, that's where that saying comes. Your gift will make room for you, because it's like
Period.
you don't have to figure it out. Like the universe will connect those dots.
That's right.
So Mariana.
Hey.
Okay, so are you from France?
No.
Oh wait. I'm sorry, Vinny. How
Yeah.
old are you?
I'm 31.
Okay, Vinny is 31.
Yeah. So I'm 25.
Okay.
Older than you. So maybe I'm afraid.
Yeah.
No. So me, I'm Mariana Benenge. My name is really long, so I'm just giving Mariana Benenge because we don't have time to. But yeah, I'm from Congo, Kinshasa originally, born in Kikwit, is a village.
Okay.
And it's been like 10 years that I'm here in France, just like dancing, creating, and try to make space for my people, for black and queer people, try to push boundaries for my people, and even for not only for black people, but for African black people too, because I think like there is difference of treatments about that. Being black and being black African.
Yeah.
And I'm lesbian and really proud to be lesbian.
Now.
Mama.
Now.
Over.
So that now.
Yeah.
But she wasn't always proud. What?
It's not
Yeah.
that she was not.
She wasn't vocal.
Yeah, it's just because like I have family.
It's hard being a Congolese
Yeah.
and to like it's hard. First of all, it's hard to be an African
Yeah.
queer kid,
Yeah.
especially with parents that was born in Africa. Nowadays,
Very
you have like
religion.
African parents that was born here, so the topic and the conversation is
Exactly.
way different.
Yeah.
But when you have parents from the motherland,
Yeah.
with that, their ways and the tradition,
mindset.
the
traditions,
mindset,
The
it's
religion.
hard, bitch. It's hard. It's
Okay, so
hard.
let's talk about the religion because that's very similar to in the States. So even though my parents weren't directly born in Africa, some of that stuff it holds true even in the States. That's
Nice.
part of the reasons that so many black queer people in the States have such a hard time coming out. That's why that whole DL thing is such a thing. I think that's something that happens universally. So what it sounds to me like it seems like it's a little more difficult if your parents are African.
Yes, because you have like
extremely difficult.
yeah, it definitely because you have like African, like black African parents,
Yeah.
and you have like from West Indies.
Yeah.
It's factual. Now, I know a few of my friends, from the West Indies, the parents are like very strict as well.
Yeah.
But when you're like a black African, the world is treating you different regardless.
Yeah, and I think it's the thing of like they think really like that all this queerness, all this like gayness come from white people. You know? They think like when we arrive here that the gays like come with it. You
Yeah.
know?
That you kind of got it from
Ye-
white people.
Yes,
Assimilated,
you
basically.
know?
Or
And
demon.
Yeah, or demon, of course. But demon are white, so mood. But
Oh, you went in the jugular.
Right.
over. No, but yeah, I think like even for me, I was thinking that like when I like realized that I was lesbian, I was like, okay, like Jesus will punish me, and it's because I'm here in France, you know.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, you was like, okay, maybe I was in love with this girl in Congo, but it was so impossible for me because no representation, no positive representation.
Yeah.
Because we see a lot of people, but when you see like only white lesbian, everybody told me about the hell word. I don't watch this. Like I can't. Nobody for me is sexy inside. I don't find my girls. I don't find my black queer. Like I cannot, you know.
Right.
And all these things make me like think about like them. Like okay, this is really the right thing to be gay. But after
love the L word.
life,
love
everybody because it was the only thing we
Yeah,
we
I love
have, you know. But it's really
Yeah.
white, genre. C'est chaud, tu vois.
But I don't know how it is in America, but in France, a lot of things has to do with colonization.
Yes.
And you can see that in Congo, the colonization has done a lot of things. So they, how to say this without being, rough?
Bitch, be rough.
Rough. Yeah.
Like every parents born in Africa homophobic. Yeah? But the Congo, I think when I see it, it's like really tough. Like the religion, the Christian religion is like they are.
It's
brainwashed.
That's like we brainwashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Why you have this experience? How you have this experience with Congo?
I was gonna ask it. I'm glad you
Yeah,
asked
because
it.
you're not
from
Congolese.
Congo.
My wifey.
Okay. So your wife is
thing.
Congolese.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
used to be with a lot of black girls because I only date black girls.
Okay.
And
So do you identify as black?
I do.
Why
but
you do that?
He looks black. Well, he would not.
Well, because
identify
I do, but I'm also Arabic from my mother.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
I'm coming from Gabonese from my dad and
Got it.
Algerian from my mother.
Okay.
So I do, but
So you said you've dated only black girls.
yeah,
But with your wife, it was different because she's from Congo.
yeah. It's rough. It's
So
rough.
she still struggles with her sexuality.
Not anymore because she decided to cut all the relationship with her mother
Mm-hmm.
and her father. But it's really tough. Like her mother is really transphobic and she doesn't see us like couple, like man and woman couple.
Right.
She sees us like lesbians, and
Right.
she said it, and she said that if she wanted to stay with me, she will get to hell.
Go to hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's so regular in the African, world, especially as far as Congolese.
Yeah.
I will speak for my people, like for my country, like it's very fake because the men in Congo, a lot of men are very in tune with like how to dress nice, how to take care of the skin, to smell good, to have the haircut always done up and stuff like that. So it's like, bitch, you more bushman than me.
Yeah.
So why are you stripping? So it's that, and the religion is really, really
Yeah.
big over there.
An estimated 90% of Christians are Roman Catholics, with the remainder being Methodists, Seventh-day Adventists, followers of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and Jehovah's Witnesses.
And I think too there is like this thing of our as a representation when you are in Congo, when you're watching queer people in representation in TV, like people are not like, they will not beat. It depends where they'll not beat someone, but they will laugh because the trans women, drag queens in TV, it's really people laugh.
They love
like they love.
laugh.
People laugh.
Okay, sorry, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Like they laugh, It's like a character, someone special,
Yeah.
But we have it this in India too, This kind of, you have to, if you're you are in queer community, you have to be someone special, like someone like, oh, we know, like she's the crazy one, or he's the crazy one coming, and that's why you can have respect. If you're just like normal and living your life, yeah, of course they will like block you and say like you have to go to hell, doing a therapy of conversion and stuff.
Right. There is no law criminalizing homosexuality in the Democratic Republic of Congo, but harassment, attacks, and hatred against the LGBTQ+ community are rampant. So how did you overcome it with your family? Do you have a relationship with your family?
Yes.
And Vinny too, how did you overcome it?
It's a denial.
Is it?
Gag. For me, it was like I'm in France, so that's why I have this privilege to be in France, so I can talk with I began with my sisters. My sister was like, of course, like we knew it, it was like duh and stuff. But I was really struggling with my mother because I know that she living in Congo. She still lives in Congo and she's alone, and I'm afraid to to make her feel like ashamed about people, because I know she loves me. She will love me all the life. But I know how my aunties are, my uncle are,
people.
and they will be like, oh my God, like
The
she go to
family.
Europe and she begin like crazy and stuff. But I take my queer friend, like two queer friends with me, and my brother, my sister. One of my brother was really homophobic too. He was really like, oh, you're not ashamed, you will kill our parents to say that. Why we do what we do? I was like, nothing. But I was really sad, And when I talked to my mother, she just like was like, okay, I love you, I understand, but she hope I will change. She was like, yeah, it's a phase, it's happening, but she was like, how you will do with kids, how you will do in this world. So I think she's like afraid too, because if I'm coming back now that I'm lesbian in Congo, is another story, People will watch me like this and I'm really visible. So sometimes when I block some of my family in Instagram and stuff, but like she was like, yeah, can you do just like, don't be so out, and it was hard for me.
Don't be so out.
Because I'm an activist and I'm
Yeah.
trying to defend, and she was like, yeah, I prefer that you just shut up.
Just live a quiet life.
Yeah. And
So
like,
have you been back to Congo?
Now that I'm out, no, because the last time I
I
come
think
and
it's dangerous for you to go back.
but
I'm telling
the
you.
thing is like all my friends like they cut with me, like my best friend from Congo, like she was just send me message like, okay, I cannot understand. She was crying like really, like I can't understand how you do it, and she just cut with me. Yeah, I was so sad because she was like my best friend. Like I can die for this girl. Like I was like and I send her like we know we're dealing together. You know.
Coming up next on Telling Our Stories.
The French society to me is a very, you suffocate when you're a black person.
Talk to me about that. Soft Life Luxuries Counseling invites you to a journey of self-discovery. And here's the best part. Your first consultation is absolutely free. But wait, there's more. Unlock a 30% discount on our transformative counseling packages using promo code CTWS. Elevate your life. Embrace the change. Soft Life Luxuries Counseling, where your journey to a better you begins. Visit softlifeluxuries.com and let's create the life you've always dreamed.
And now, like, she just don't want to talk, and she began to put on her story some homophobic thing, say like it's a devil, and it was hurting me. I was like, okay,
I think
let me
it
block
is truly extremely dangerous for every African descent once you have come out of the closet to go back to Africa.
Yeah.
Me, my journey has been, that's why I'm a late bloomer, because the journey was tough. My parents thought it was a phase, so let's put you under therapy. So I went into therapy, and I had a father who was a psychiatrist. So how'd you figure?
Yeah.
He didn't accept himself.
Yeah.
So I had to turn into this rebel who was like, I'm not going to give you the chance to dictate, direct, organize my life. I'm going to take the risk to just go, and I left. And this is why I went to America, because I couldn't live especially in France. The French society to me is a very, you suffocate when you're a black person.
Talk to me about that.
And the reason why I use the word suffocating is because you are present, but you don't have access. We allowed your presence, but you won't grow. You will be accepted in certain spaces, but you're not going to get the great gratifications of your hard work
that you deserve
and that you have worked for. When in America it's completely different, because here it's like in France everything is like, first it's the lineage. You from this family, so you will go there. You from a fucked up family, regardless your upbringing, you are not gonna go up.
9 in 10 black people in mainland France say they are victims of racist discrimination. According to a survey commissioned by the Representative Council of France's Black Associations, only a quarter of victims filed a complaint. 85% stated that they had been victims of discrimination based on skin color. Discrimination occurs largely in the public space and at work. Now, let me just say this. So similarly, because you lived in the States and so did you, there are certain limitations like that because you're black. But what I hear you saying is there's more of an opportunity in the States to overcome that.
Yes, definitely. You will see more black lawyer, black doctor, black jury, like you will see more black people make it in the state. Obviously it's bigger. Yeah. But you will see more like black people, like black bosses.
Even in the movies, we don't have like black people with like good job in French TV
representation.
And you was telling
never.
You was telling me about Lupin.
Yeah.
Is the only one.
That's why Omar Sy for us is like, bitch, you made.
He's a hero.
No
okay,
shade.
so Lupin is a story. Well, I know you guys know, but I'm telling the people that's watching. There's a show on Netflix called Lupin that I watch. And I've been watching this show for the past 3 years. And this last year, I watched the 3rd season in French in preparation of coming here because I'm trying to learn the language. But I didn't know he was a huge star here. And so I did an exchange program here when I was 17 in high school. And I met up with the exchange student yesterday. We hadn't seen each other in 30 years.
Wow.
And so it's a white guy. And so he shared with me that when he came to visit me and my family in Baltimore at 17, that trip changed his life because he was exposed to black culture. He reminded me that I took him to see Malcolm X, the movie. I don't even remember that. But he said he bought his first hip hop cassette tape back then. So he was telling me about this star from this TV show, Lupin, and he said how he's this huge star, and some young boy got shot by the cops, and this actor spoke out about it, and the French society was just pissed off and basically wanted him to shut up.
Yeah.
At first, the police described the event as a case of legitimate self-defense. To their disarray, the scene was filmed and proved the fallacy of the official version. It proved Niel never threatened in any way the officers' lives. He was shot at point-blank range when he tried to escape. The video was shared on social media. and instantaneously became viral, sparking a wave of outrage across the entire country only hours after the murder took place. So that's similar. That kind of happens in the States too.
Yeah, like, and to answer the question that you asked about like overcome, the parents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
My story is obviously I knew, growing up that I was queer.
Yeah.
So, and I knew that I was about to be a star. I was about to be out there. So I was blocking my people from the internet.
From social
I was
media.
on social media.
Ah.
But obviously everything,
Yeah.
getting through, it's viral or whatever the case may be. So, and one day, Kitty texts me or whatever. Kitty Ismail is like my big brother. That's her son. He texted me and he texted me like, are you available to perform for the president of France? Like in a few days or whatever the case may be. In my mind, I was like, maybe it was just a gig like that, Then I realized the day before, I called him like at 2 a.m. I was like, we legit gonna Vogue over there? He said, yes. He said, it's going to be there? He said, yes. He said, it's 2 a.m. See you tomorrow. He hang up.
So you were going to be voguing
At the president house.
right, at the house of the president.
Yes.
Okay.
And
So
queerness,
we
that
so
one.
we went, and me going there knowing that was the first time that they had like performer and queer performer on top of that, and black queer performer with drag queens, butch queen and trans woman, and DJ Kid being the DJ, black queer with a big ass message on his shirt.
A big what on this
A
shirt?
message
Oh.
saying it say pretty much I'm a faggot.
No.
I'm the son of immigrant and I'm proud.
Oh,
So that was the statement of
of the whole day.
me going there, knowing that was the first time the press was about to be there, all the channel was about to be there. It was me coming out.
Yeah.
And
And how long ago was that?
2018,
Oh,
not long ago.
yeah.
So it's after that event that you felt the courage to come out to your family?
No, that's meant when I choose to go there. That I knew that if I go there, the world will about to know. So
Yeah.
it was either I go there and I come out, or it's either I keep lying and
Pretending.
pretend.
Yeah.
So I choose to go there. I went there, and one of the people who voted with us, asked the president to take a picture with the whole group, and I was like, "Girl, it's a bitch." Then we take the picture. I see all the press. I was like, "God damn it, bitch!" And this picture went viral.
Yeah.
The next day, I'm in my house, my parents' house. My daddy's on the phone, and he's screaming or whatever. And I kind of peeped that they talk about me with his siblings. Then it's like, yeah, take the phone and tell your aunt that you not gay. You just was dancing with like gay people or whatever the case may be. And I told him, I said,
Legendary gift.
if I take the phone and talk to her, I will tell her to mind her business. So you don't want me to grab the phone. So we start arguing or whatever the case may be. Little that I had to leave 2 days prior to that because I was about to get deemed legendary, because I Vogue or whatever the case may be. So I left. But while everything was going on in France, I left the drama in France with my family, the chaos. Every aunt was calling my dad and stuff like that. And I was about to get deemed in the States. I was depressed. I didn't enjoy my deeming. It was supposed to be one of the highlight of my life, biggest thing. But I left this at home and my mom was texting me like, is it true?
So what did you say?
Bitch, I was on my phone. I was like, should I lie again? I was like, yes, it's true. How did you not know? You like my best friend.
Right.
And she said, no, that cannot be true. If something happened to me, that's your fault. When I tell you, I fucking cried. I was done. I was done.
Yeah.
I had to call my best friends, Gigi, Ryan, Matthew, and we was on FaceTime together, and they saw I was just off. They was like, what's going on? I said, nothing. I said, we know you. Something happened. I started crying. Then later on, go back and to read that text again, and I saw that she deleted it.
She took it away.
She took it away. She must have realized that,
The
baby,
impact.
you went too far.
Yeah,
You stay
Then my dad calling me, like, did you try to change? What should we do? We should go back to church. Like, I'm like,
the church solution.
I'm like,
right.
I tried.
Right.
Cause I tried.
Right.
But bitch, it's in you, it's in you. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. On the next episode of Telling Our Stories.
I think that parents should make the effort to, when you have a child, it is your responsibility to educate him. But then it's also your responsibility as a parent to educate yourself.
Okay, bitch.
Yeah.
But the like, if you see like the real TV of French people watching, racism, homophobic, sexism, like the worst place. Like when you see, okay, we just like in microcosm, you know, we really live in our like fairy, yeah.
One of the best parts of life is when you can admit the truth to yourself about yourself. Cyberspace is a world where one can become something he isn't, but everything he dares to be. I wasn't interested in getting attached to anyone, and I knew I wouldn't take anyone I met online seriously. I had multiple screen names to increase my chances of meeting someone attractive. The majority of the profiles noted HIV negative under status, but I knew better from the work I had done in the HIV community. I knew 1 out of 3 black gay men was positive. The messages I found in my inbox validated me in my depression. In some strange way, they reinforced that I was worthy and deserving. My days consisted of waking up and logging on to see how many messages had accrued overnight. Months passed before I got honest with my therapist about what was happening with me. And before I knew it, I heard myself say, I've been having sex with people I meet online. To listen to more of Words Never Spoken in Memoir, visit audible.com.